it requires a lot. I say that on a day-to-day basis, it really doesn't. I mean, we feed them daily. Not necessarily every day, you know, depending on, like right now, you know, we just got lush. I mean, we've had a wet summer, a wonderful summer. There's lots of green grass, so they don't necessarily need, you know, supplemental feed, and we're definitely not haying right now, but we do feed them. And in the winter, of course, we feed them every day, and we give them hay every day. So in the winter time, you know, when the green grass is gone, that's when the work kicks in. And so, you know, cubing them with cattle cubes and putting out hay daily, that's pretty well, you know, that takes a lot of our morning. And then when it's time to cull or do a roundup, well, then that requires a lot of work. And you know, we have to separate. Not only are we separating the bison from the longhorn and the horses, and then once we get the bison corralled, then we're separating the calves or the culls that we want to separate from the herd. And a lot of people may know this, but bison are, you know, really is a very social animal, and they don't. That's why, you know, that they would see massive herds, you know, traveling on the plains, because you know, they want to be together. So when you start separating them, and then when they realize, you know, oh, I'm being taken from this big area where I can run around, and I'm being confined in a small pen, you know, it gets upsetting, you know. So, but yeah, we do have to call in some recruits and get a lot of extra help when we have to sort them, and then when we run them through the chute and work them, we call our local vet that helps us take care of the animals, and he brings help, and so we work them and vaccinate them and get them ready to go to the sale. Usually involves vaccinations. You know, I mean, this is cattleman talk. I mean, they call it a 7-way vaccine, where we're treating them for blackleg, and tuberculosis and brucellosis, and even the smaller calves will get a brucellosis vaccine, and then we'll worm them, you know, for pesticides and for worms, and then we'll have to, a lot of times we have to tag them, you know, put an ear tag, which I'm not a fan of ear tags in my bison, but I know they're going on to somebody else. They're either going to go on to some privately owned herd where, you know, they want some sort of form of identification, but you know, I work at a museum and I want to see bison just naturally, you know, just the way they're supposed to be.